Here I am on the plane, super stoked because I'm about to go to London. But we have a little hiccup here because these oxygen masks have decided to deploy themselves from the roof or from the ceiling of the aircraft. I don't even know what you would call it, but my flight was delayed for an entire hour. These guys were trying to figure this out, and the more I watched them, the more I could tell they had no idea what the heck was going on. They were reading things on the iPad, they were using a flashlight. Eventually, they just shoved everything back up there and used what looks to be a piece of tape to secure it. But finally, they figured out a solution and we were on our way. Once I got to the London airport and used the bathroom, I marveled at the unique toilet paper dispenser that I am not used to seeing. And then outside, it was super cool to see the taxis because they looked quite a bit different from what I'm used to. Wow, I didn't expect it to open up like this.
And the driver is the other side.
That's amazing. From the airport, we went straight to the hotel, and by this time, I was so freaking exhausted, and check-in wasn't until 3 p.m., so I ended up laying on this couch in a lobby for a couple hours because we got there around noon, and they wouldn't let us in to do an early check-in without paying 15 extra pounds, and we didn't do it, so I literally slept in the lobby for a couple hours before finally getting in my room. And man, it felt good to lay down on this bed. I am telling you, this is one of the most comfortable beds I have ever slept on, and I would say it was worth the wait to get into this room. It was super comfortable and the bed was just wonderful. But I couldn't stay in my room all night because I was super hungry, so I headed down to the lobby to get something to eat. That would be amazing. Hey everyone, do you want to see my spectacular view of London? Oh yes! Check it out. We have hotel building, hotel building, hotel building. Isn't that amazing? I'm just kidding. It's literally the view of the hotel building and all the other windows. We are one of these windows. But we are actually not in London. The airport is like a couple hours outside of London, and I didn't know that, so I thought, I'm in London. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. Well, I will be in London later today. So I really need to charge my phone. And come to find out, I have the wrong freaking plug. But this whole time, I thought it was the right plug. Look at this. So this is my other plug, but this looked suspiciously like what the plug should look like in the UK, but it's not. So I have to figure out how to charge my phone. Yeah, I was like, look at me. I'm so prepared with this plug. I've had it for so long and it must be for this. And it was not for this.
First floor.
Pardon me. Do you know what black pudding is?
Do you want me to tell you what it's made of?
Yes, I don't know.
You're not going to like it.
Oh,
It's made of blood and other bits of
Oh my gosh.
meat. Yeah.
Well, good to know. Thank you. Well, I have made it to London. I am here. It was freezing. The bus was freezing. I thought I had icicles growing on me. I don't know why they had no heater on, but I feel like an icicle. But it's okay, because I'm in London. Well, can't escape it. These are everywhere. So not all bathrooms have interesting toilet paper dispensers. I'm very used to this kind. Wow, look at these beautiful plants. This is like the entrance to the bathroom. Now we're at the train station and I'm super excited to be leaving that hotel and headed to our next one. I really enjoyed the stay at that hotel. It was really comfortable, but it was far away from anything cool. And I was just really looking forward to getting closer to London and cool things to do and cool things to check out. I felt like I couldn't really do much at that hotel except stay in my room. This trip was planned out by someone else, so I'm actually just going along for the ride and going wherever it is that they planned for me to go. All right, everybody, I'm about to try this very interesting looking mozzarella salad. It's just mozzarella and tomatoes. To be honest with you, I was anticipating like some greens, but it looks really good. I love mozzarella. All right, guys, here I am in London. And I didn't book this room, so I didn't know what to expect. And I got in here and I was like, there's no bathroom. I guess it's a shared bathroom and it's like one bathroom for everybody. I'll show you it later. And I was like, oh my goodness, there's no bathroom. I love having my own bathroom, but we can acclimate, we can adapt. It was just a little bit shocking in the beginning. And then I told them they're like, how is everything? I was like, well, there's no bathroom. And he was like, well, it is listed as shared bathroom accommodation or something, like that's in the listing. And I was like, oh, well, you know, I didn't get it, so I wasn't aware of this. But anyways, that freaking mozzarella salad the tomatoes were whatever, all right? I've had like the most flavorful tomatoes, but the mozzarella was like super soft and fresh and just so tasty. I super dug it. And I suppose while we're at it, I'll just give you the grand tour. Are you ready? This is the room. We can make tea, which is super nice. I like to be able to make tea. There is a couch, a little bed, which this might not look for much, but this is a lap of luxury compared to what I sleep on at home. And we've got this beautiful view with these lovely plants out there. And the cool thing is we're right on top of a pub. Unfortunately, they do like open mic night and another like live music night on Thursday and Friday. And I'm not gonna be here on Thursday and Friday night, but I wanna do something like that. I wanna go to a music dance or open mic night or something. I might not be able to do it in London because I'm here on a Tuesday and a Wednesday, but after London, I'm traveling other places, so maybe we'll get to experience that later. And then while we're in here, let's just give you the tour right now. Let's go check out this bathroom. All right, so I open this door, and then I go through here, open this door, and then I go through here. Oh, sorry, hello, how are you? And then the bathroom is here. And as you can see, you might walk past employees to get to the bathroom. Alrighty, so we are now on the streets of London. And I'm headed to my first excursion of the trip, and it's basically some sort of night tour. I really don't know what to expect about it. I'm like, it's at night? What am I gonna see? What time does the sun set? It starts at 6, or that's when we're leaving, so I don't know. We'll see how all that goes. And then I know where I'm headed in the morning, all right? Can you guess? I'm gonna wait till the morning to show you. It's a surprise. But if you know me, it might not be such a surprise. A key feature that's really unmistakable here in London is how much brick there is. Like, all the buildings are made out of brick, and there's these tall buildings and then like little buildings where little apartments like compact together, and just all different types of buildings, just lots of brick. So it's really, it feels to me like the city of the bricks. And then another thing that was pretty cool was at the train station, going up the escalator, I was like, wow, so interesting. Everyone is on the right side. I guess I better go on the right side. So I did. And then I realized what they're doing is making a pathway for the people who want to walk. So if you don't want to walk, you're going on the right and just standing there. And then if you want to walk up the escalator, you have room because there's no people there and you can just jet to where you want to go. We are not that considerate where I come from. It is a crapshoot. People there, people walking, people standing. You don't know what's going to happen. But here, very predictable. If you don't want to walk, you're on the right side. If you want to walk, you've got space and you're going up the left side. Wow, everybody. Look at how cool this store looks. It's a cafe and it's absolutely gorgeous. There's like chandeliers in there and just a really cool looking vibe. Wow. So I'm walking the streets of London right now and there is a protest going on. Can't quite tell what it's about, but our bus actually came right when I was filming that, so I wasn't able to investigate the protest because I had to get on the bus, but it looked pretty interesting. Alright, well, it turns out that tour I was going to take is in Spanish, so I'm not going to do it. They were like, it's a really bad idea to do it in Spanish. And I was like, yeah, how weird. This is like the main area in London.
El Café Royal. Este es un hotel 5 estrellas. ¿Se han escuchado hablar? Café Royal.
I ended up taking the tour even though it was in Spanish and I wasn't going to understand anything that was said just because it was nighttime and I was super far away from the hotel. And so for some bizarre reason, someone booked me a Spanish walking tour, so I can't understand anything. And it seemed like I would be brought back to my room if I didn't go on this tour. And hello, I'm in London. I definitely want to do something. So I enjoyed myself because I have this ability to enjoy myself in all different type of situations, but I definitely felt like the odd man out. And it was interesting standing at all these cool monuments while my guide explained a bunch of stuff in a language I couldn't understand, and I was just there looking at everything, not knowing why I was there or the relevance of anything. Damn, you guys, I was gonna get dinner down there at the pub, but it's 10 o'clock, a little after 10, and they actually close at 9:30, so no dinner at the pub. So I brought some tea bags from the other hotel. I have peppermint, raspberry, green tea. I'm glad I did because they have one tea bag in here and it's a black tea. I have a tea story. I'm getting there in a second. But at the other place, so you can order the breakfast and it's like this breakfast buffet, and on the menu for it, it's like a buffet, but they have a menu of like the different things that they offer, and it says unlimited tea, unlimited mint tea, raspberry, green tea, and black tea. And then in the rooms, they had something like this, but with just black tea in there. And so it was evening time and I was like, hey, do you guys think we can get like a few peppermint tea bags for our room? All there is black tea and I would rather have something not caffeinated because it was in the evening. And they were like, yeah, you can, but like you have to pay. And I was like, but it says like for the breakfast, if you have it, you can get unlimited tea bags. Like unlimited is the word that it said. And they said no, they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't give like one little tea bag. Meanwhile, you go in the buffet and like, I grabbed a couple. I grabbed 2 peppermint, 2 raspberry, 2 green tea. It's just so silly, you know? Now I have all these, but because it was the night before, no tea bag. Anyways, that other place, it was a very like, any way they can gouge you for a little bit more money, they will. Like they give you free internet, but free really crappy internet that you can't really watch anything on. I was actually all right checking my WhatsApp and stuff, but like if you want to do more on the internet, it's just pretty not great. But if you pay, then you get better internet. And then also like if you want to check in early, their check-in's at 3. It's 15 pounds extra. And we were there a little bit early and like I was just kind of like laying on the couch and stuff, waiting for my room. Meanwhile, the room is just sitting up there. They made me wait till 3 to check in when the room is just sitting there. Like a lot of little smaller like mom and pop type places, they'll be like, all right, your room's ready, go on in there, you know? I'm like exhausted from the travel. You could see it in my eyes. They were like all squinty and bloodshot. Like I was just so tired. But anyways, this is nice. Peppermint tea. Maybe I'll add a milk. And a stevia maybe. Let's make it a sweet tea. Sweet raspberry. Did I say peppermint? Sweet raspberry tea. That sounds nice right now. Darn. Darn. It's curdling. The raspberry did not like the milk. It's all curdling. Good morning, my friends. It is the next day, and guess what? We're heading to that spot that I told you about that I was like, can you guess what it is? If you know me, you know. And if you can believe it, this spot is literally right down the street from where I'm staying. It's a miracle. And then we are also meeting someone who you may recognize from my Spain series. Hello, it is Mia. So it's very sad because they're closed. It's 10 right now. They open at 11. But I want a matcha so bad that I think I'm gonna wait. I really want to try this place out. So, mochi matcha. Mochi matcha. I need a matcha. All right, guys, let's try that again. Round 2. They should be open now. Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Are you open?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi there. Good morning. How are you? Could I please have... Oh, sorry, not you. Good morning. Can you do an unsweetened matcha?
Yes.
Could I have an unsweetened matcha latte? And could I please have it extra hot? I'm gonna drink it here.
Is that regular milk?
Yes. Whole milk. Wow, my friends, my mind is blown. I had to let them know as I was leaving. I was like, thank you so much. That was an amazing matcha. Literally, I think that was the best matcha that I've had at a cafe like ever. They use just, you could tell the matcha they use is super high quality and just fantastic. So I fully, wholeheartedly recommend the mochi matcha. If you are ever in London and want to get a super high quality matcha with just like really great matcha. Hello there.
Is this one?
Yes. How are you?
I'm doing perfect. You like bag?
No, that's all right.
Thank you so much.
Alrighty, thank you. All right, everybody, I'm here about to get in a taxi because I am going on another walking tour. And this time, it should be in English and I'll be able to understand what the heck is going on.
Can you hear me?
Doesn't seem like it. Hello?
Hello? Oh!
We're trying to say something to you. Can you hear us? Wow, you guys, this is very exciting. So I'm here a little bit early, gonna meet my guide in like a half an hour, but I'm in a very vibrant, alive part of London where everyone is out and about, walking around, doing cool things. So I think the tour is gonna be pretty cool. My God, you guys, I'm seeing like the biggest croissant ever. Giant croissant. Oh my God. Can you tell how big that is? That is the biggest croissant ever. Somehow I always find the Indian stuff. Do you remember? Namaste. They got the jams in here. This is my kind of music. The namaste. Hello there. Hola. Hola. Are you the Spanish tour guide?
Uh-huh.
Okay, not you.
We're looking for our tour guide, but I don't think it's you.
Man, that scared me for a second. She's the Spanish tour, and I'm like, oh no, not again. But I think mine is coming.
Have you prepared to meet your God? Planning retirement, but you put no thought into where you will spend eternity.
If we go back to 1650, then we would still have nothing around here, but we would have this pub right here.
I really enjoyed this Camden tour. My tour guide was absolutely incredible, and it was just so amazing to get a deep dive of this area. According to the internet, Camden Town, a vibrant part of London, is renowned for its alternative culture, thriving markets, live music venues, and a unique mix of shopping and entertainment. But something that stood out for me personally about the tour was learning about Charles Dickens and how he had spent time there in his youth, and just learning about what he had to go through as a kid. It was absolutely shocking and atrocious, and just so incredible how many people go through such horrible things and how we persevere as human beings. I mean, he's Charles Dickens. I've definitely faced my fair share of hardships and tough childhood experiences, but hearing about his, it was just like, wow. It actually brought tears to my eyes. I was literally standing there and he was explaining about Charles Dickens, and I was like about to start bawling, and I was like, Star, get it together. Thank you. Just gonna use your restroom real quick, and then I'm going to leave.
No problem, that's fine, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Well, I'm in a very busy train station right now. As you can see, it is packed. It was hard for us to even find seats. And luckily, I got some food to go, and it's still warm, and it's pretty freaking tasty. It's like a leek. It's a very interesting combination of parsnip, leek, cheddar, and chestnut pie. And then also, I have some mashed potatoes and gravy, and there was a whole debate about how to get the gravy in here, and they figured it out, so it's nice to have gravy to go with that. But just a little feedback about that walking tour. I thought it was super cool to be able to understand what was going on. I feel like I really got the ins and outs of what was going on in that area, the Camden area, and it's definitely a very different experience when you can actually hear or like understand the language of the person giving the tour versus having no idea what they're saying, and then you kind of just like stand around and are like looking around when the person's talking, whereas if you understand, it's like, wow, I'm getting like a deep dive and learning about what's going on here. Honestly, I'm not the biggest like big group tour person. Like I don't usually do tours, but there was 4 of us, and then it went down to 2 of us, so it was very personal. The guide was super nice, and I would recommend it. I had a really good time. Other than that, I'm just gonna be here for a while at the train station, and then I'm headed to my next destination. So if you are interested to follow along to the next adventure, or if you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.